Good, everybody. What's good? This your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. I just finished watching this Nick Cannon. I'm sorry, 2020 video where he was talking to Rabbi Abraham Cooper. So y'all know the whole thing. What happened with Nick getting canceled from CBS, Viacomcbs, because of his comments. And I'm gonna say honestly on this video, I feel like Nick Nick kept saying I'm sorry, but he did bring up the fact of what did he say wrong. And I feel like this rabbi unfortunately didn't really help the discussion because there was no real way of healing, because there was no real addressing of what Nick Cannon did wrong that upset the Jewish community. And I'm not saying that he speaks for the whole community, but he does have a high authority position in it through organizations that they have. I forget the name of the place that he works with, the organization, but put it to you like this. The organization that this Rabbi Cooper works with is kind of like working with a Jewish NAACP, if you will. I guess you can kind of say, no disrespect. But the problem is, like I said, there was no real dialogue to really help what Nick Cannon did wrong. Because I will say this, Nick Cannon brought up a few different instances of what he said, and the rabbi never really addressed it. Like when he says about the Rothschilds, he brought it up as if he was going to address it. Then all he did was talking in parables. Like throughout this whole video, the rabbi keeps talking in parables, and that's annoying. Let's get to what the issue. So when he just talked about the Rothschilds, he just brought up an example of where he went somewhere in Japan, had a conversation, and the Japanese audience was asking questions, and basically they was okay after the discussion he had, because they figured that, it's not about y'all trying to control the money and the economic system around the whole world. Like, that doesn't answer the question, because you see videos of people kicking the Rothschilds out of their country when they come there, or protesting them and following them. Like, get this out of here. So it's got to be some kind of truth to it. If a lot of countries they're going to, people are mad at them because the way they do their banking system, and they're worth trillions of dollars as a family. So, I mean, come on. But if that's not the case, you're not telling what it is. He talked about a book where you can read this book, and it's like, come on, man, just get the answers. Not just, go read the book. Get some answers too. Then another thing is, he said, okay, I had no problem of having a discussion about what I did wrong with any Jewish people of the community. You know what I'm saying? What did I do wrong? He tried to apologize to Sherry Redstone, who owns CBS Viacom. And then her representative came out and said that was a lie. He never reached out. He said, well, you gonna owe me an apology. But anyways, he said, while talking to Rabbi Cooper, he was like, if I did something wrong, let's have a conversation. I don't mind apologizing, whatever I need to do. But to not have a conversation with me and to decide to cancel me, how are you helping by pushing another stereotype of Jewish people? When he said that, I was like, nah, that's probably the realest thing he said on there. Because he was like, you tell him, like, if this is not true that Jewish people don't run everything, especially in media and entertainment, and they can't just cancel you like that, then why would they cancel me like that? They just fired him. They didn't have that discussion with him. And I felt that like a mug. I'm like, damn, he said some real stuff. Like, and then the rabbi didn't have no reply for that. He went around it. When he talked about Farrakhan, the only thing the rabbi said about Farrakhan was like he pushing hate, saying Jewish people are evil, Jewish that. But he never puts in context what he said and how he was wrong. And then Nick Cannon kept saying, well, maybe we can put y'all in the room together. And come to find out, Rabbi Cooper, he said, had something to do with Professor Griff getting kicked out of Public Enemy 31 years ago, bro. I'm like, wow, this dude been canceling for a long time. And this is the thing, it is best to get to a place of solidarity, reciprocity when it comes to our people and people in general, because the powers that be want to keep us separated. But the only problem is, there's not going to be no real healing if we don't really deal with issues and really address them and call them out. It's not going to be no healing. And I feel like it was an okay interview for anybody want to go see. It's an hour 45. It's a part 1 and 2. That's up to y'all. But my problem, like I said, I don't feel like there was really no real discussion because there was nothing really said that can really help Nick understand what he did wrong if you talk in parables. And I feel like the problem we have with conversations is always the wrong people that get there. And at least they was respectful to each other. But you would have somebody like Rabbi Cooper who are low key with things they say and feel and talking parables instead of getting directly to the point. And then you have on the other side where it's bad is you'll have somebody yelling and getting mad over everything instead of just having a real conversation and being able to reply and talk about it. So for anybody who want to watch it, like I said, y'all can go watch it. But another thing that bothered me is the fact that, he took Professor Griff's conversation off. I think that should have stayed up though. And but also, like I said, I don't feel like it was real dialogue because Rabbi wasn't really asking real questions about what Nate really said wrong. So y'all can go check it out. We do need to come together as a people and period, point blank, under God's eyes with love and, respect for each other. But the powers that be is not going to let it happen. And that's the devil's work, but we got to do God's work. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Like I said, y'all go check it out. You know what I'm saying? This your boy JT, opposite from the norm. Like, share, comment. First time checking me out, make sure you subscribe. Get at y'all.